Cheers that we've all been waiting for. This is the family photo for the G7 right now. This is in Kushima in Japan. Obviously, the main body of the meetings is being held at Hiroshima itself. There's Olaf Scholz that we're looking at there, Rishi Sunak, Ursula von der Leyen from the European Union. Not sure what that music is in the background. It's something traditionally Japanese, I suspect. There we go. At least it stopped raining for them. It's been very miserable over there the last 24 hours or so. Now, the rise of artificial intelligence is like a freight train heading towards the workforce. That's what the chief executive of one energy company has told Sky News. It comes after BT announced yesterday that around 10,000 jobs will be replaced by advanced AI in the next 7 years. Our business correspondent Paul Kelso reports.
I would definitely say that's something that we should do.
When you pick up the phone to a company, this is what you hope you'll get: a human to help.
Sure, I can set that up for you over the phone.
But send an email to Octopus Energy, and the answer might now start with artificial intelligence. It's answering 44% of customer emails just 7 weeks after it was introduced.
It's read every email we've ever sent to a customer. It's read every training manual we've ever used with our team. It's read every bit of regulation. I mean, it's read every bit of the arcane back end of energy. It kind of just knows it all, right?
The boss says AI won't cost jobs here, but it is a threat to workers in the wider economy.
Around the world, governments are quite quickly beginning to think about what they have to do here. But we haven't got time to wait and see because, look, if a freight train's coming at you, you don't wait till you feel it hit before moving out of the way. That'll be too late.
Generative AI is changing the workplace fast. This London law firm has a bespoke AI tool being used by 3,500 lawyers in 43 countries just 3 months after it was launched.
On an individual basis, it's a boring productivity gain, really. It's an hour or two a week, but when you multiply that by 3,500, that is a big deal for a business.
What, before this existed, would that have been a realistic target if you'd been asked to find?
No.
Go off and find me $3,500.
Yeah. It's impossible. It was impossible to find these productivity gains through a single deployment of a system a year ago. We couldn't have done this.
Job losses are inevitable. BT says it will replace 10,000 workers with advanced AI by 2030, and they won't be the only ones. Government has no plans to legislate, but unions say rapid adoption of AI threatens workers' rights.
We say that at the very moment at which regulation is most needed, when the technologies are developing so rapidly and the implications are so significant, instead of regulating, the government is putting forward flimsy and vague proposals that don't have any statutory footing.
Artificial intelligence could trigger an industrial revolution for white-collar work, with the prospect of huge productivity gains coming with warnings that millions of jobs might cease to exist. But the technology is moving so fast, we can't know where that balance between promise and pain will settle.
AI will create new roles even as it consumes old jobs, but the speed of change is fast turning science fiction into a fact of working life. Paul Kelso, Sky News.
Well, we're going to stay with AI now. Earlier in the week, we spoke with Luminance. That's a company that uses advanced AI for the processing of complex legal documents by corporate customers. But it's not the only player in that particular field. Orbital Witness, a technology platform using AI to make buying commercial property simpler, claims it's already been used in 76,000 transactions. Today, it's announced it's raised £7.5 million in a Series A funding round. Joining me now is its co-founder and chief executive, Will Pearce. Will, what does this value at now, roughly?
So at Orbital Witness, we're really proud of the progress we've been able to make. We have some very large customers. We have some of the largest law firms in the world, over 2,500 real estate lawyers using Orbital Witness every single day. Our customers range from FTSE 100 listed retailers through to large energy infrastructure companies, and we're really proud of this £7.5 million Series A raise.
Okay, and roughly how much does that value at?
We're not going to disclose the precise value, but we're really proud of the funding round that we've accomplished.
So what are you going to put the proceeds towards?
Sure. So we're doing a lot of job creation. We have 45 people here in our London office, a lot of data scientists, a lot of software engineers. We're roughly doubling that number in the next 12 months. We're launching a new product. You mentioned our progress in commercial real estate, Ian. We're now launching our technology for residential home buying. So working very closely with property conveyancers in the home buying and selling process. And then thirdly, we're spending a lot of time in new applications. So we're looking at how automated diligence, understanding legal issues straight away in a transaction, can help estate agents, can help mortgage lenders, can help anyone involved in the world of property.
Are the processes involved in buying commercial and residential property replicable?
Well, there's a lot of nuance that is specific to commercial, but the underlying documents, the underlying understanding of what a legal risk might be, a particular legal issue, can be quite similar. So to give you a few examples, in residential conveyancing, in home buying, a risk might be something very financial. It might be an onerous service charge or ground rent related to the flat you're buying. It also might be something quite emotional. It might be whether you're allowed to have pets in the property. But in commercial, it's a very sophisticated industry. Commercial real estate is an exceptionally large asset class. A lot of the risks there are very financial in nature, relating to security of rent reviews and rental income streams, for example.
So with the residential product, will you be looking essentially to save clients time or money, or both?
Well, both primarily, but it goes further than that. I mean, commercial real estate is a very emotional journey that people go through. Buying a home is everyone's highest value, most stressful, most emotional purchase they'll make in their life. And there's a huge value proposition in residential just to give people important information up front. So we're saving time, we're saving money for the residential conveyancing solicitors, and introducing a lot of peace of mind, introducing a lot of certainty for everyone involved in the property transaction by giving them important information.
You heard that report yesterday from BT, 10,000 people essentially going to lose their jobs due to AI. I mean, are you looking to put people out of work, or is that just a byproduct of what you do?
Absolutely not. I mean, there's a ton of different jobs that will be created with AI. What we're really focused on at Orbital Witness is how we can use artificial intelligence to speed up the property purchase process and to give people important information about real estate. As I said at the beginning, we have a lot of really fantastic customers that we're really proud of using Orbital Witness. We've been used on about 1.5% of all UK property transactions this year. We spend a lot of time with our customers speaking about our vision, and they love the work that we're doing. A lot of lawyers didn't go to law school to read stacks and stacks of paper. The average commercial property deal can have about 1,200 pages of documents to review. It's the same as War and Peace by Tolstoy. So a lot of these people are really excited about the work that we're doing to speed up their jobs.
You've mentioned the solicitor side of the process. I mean, one of the other real sort of things that throws grain into the wheel of a house purchase is local authority searches.
Yeah.
Is this something that you're going to be able to help tackle?
Well, I mean, to some degree, yes. There's always going to be a kind of a problem of getting hold of information. So local authority searches rely on a local authority having information that they can distribute to the property purchasers. A lot of what we're doing is then analysing that local authority search using artificial intelligence, as well as lots of other documents from the land registry or planning permissions, for example. So the review of the particular search that you're talking about, Ian, is where Orbital Witness will be used, rather than the acquisition of that information in the first place.
All right. And how was the company born?
We have a pretty fun origin story. Myself and my co-founder Ed started life in the space industry.
Right.
We were spending time as young entrepreneurs in the space industry, which is where the name Orbital comes from. As part of that journey, we found ourselves in the London offices of a large London law firm. And to be frank, we were shocked with the stacks of paper sitting on people's desks, the amount of hours that some of these lawyers were working to, the delays in the transaction that the client just wanted to proceed with the deal. So we're outsiders to the real estate industry. We're really excited about the problem that we're solving.
All right, well, good to see you this morning.
Thank you very much.
Bit of breaking news that we can bring you, which is that Timothy Schofield, he is the brother of the TV star Philip Schofield. He has been jailed at Bristol Crown Court for 12 years after being convicted of 11 sexual offences involving a child. We'll no doubt have more on that throughout the morning here on Sky News. In the meantime, some more breaking